Well, hello there, and welcome to yet another beautiful day for an adventure. Today's adventure brings me to one of my favorite places in St. Paul, the Como Zoo Park and Conservatory. I was here about a year ago when they had an animatronic dinosaurs exhibit. The whole place was invaded with dinosaurs. Well, this year they've come up with something new, and it's mythical creatures. I don't know what's all involved with that, what we're gonna see. I'm sure probably a unicorn, hopefully Bigfoot, dragons, things like that. They said there's 60 of them. I could barely name 5 mythical creatures, so this is gonna be a learning experience. Welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. Thank you all so much for all of your support. So come on with me, let's go see what there is to see.
Welcome to Tommy Travels. Let's go see what there is to see. Welcome to Tommy Travels. Let's go see what there is to see.
So here's a look at the Como Zoo for people on my channel that haven't been here before. This is the conservatory over here. That's where they have plants all year round, different displays. Like Christmas, they'll have poinsettias and things like that laying out. Outside, they've got cool things like this, seals. This one has a starfish right on his nose there. All sorts of sea creatures. I love that. We're here about 10 minutes early, so we got a line of people waiting to get in, but it's not too bad at all. I love how they have these beautiful flowers and a little water feature right before you even get in to the zoo here. You know I love water features, so this is always an appreciated touch in my adventures. Well, this is different. I was kind of excited to say hello to my flamingo friends. This area used to be a pond, and the flamingos would hang out right over there and over there. They were very cool to say hi to, and now it looks like a parking lot. Kind of strange. So hopefully the flamingos will show up somewhere else here today. If that's okay, we can always say hello to some primates right through those doors. Oh, look at this guy. Right up by the window, he sees me filming. He says, "Want to see how I eat?" Pull some lettuce out of this jar here. And then I run over here to some more food. That is awesome. And then there's another one back there. Look at that. He's looking down at his friend over here. What great timing, right during lunch. It's a lot better than visiting during nap time. Oh my gosh, look at these little guys. Lunchtime for them too, eating their little snacks. I like how they look like they have little mustaches. Wow. Oh, and he's going through this little tube here. Oh, cool. Look at that. That must be the little baby one, maybe. Look at the mustache. I love that.
Yeah.
Whoa, they're so quick. And here's a little guy enjoying his lunch, along with his friends over here, chowing down. I love that. It's like he's showing. Look at that. What's in the bottom of the bowl here? Do I have any left?
They're all hungry.
How precious. Oh, look at that. A gorilla here at the Como Zoo. Walking down that log.
Gorilla.
That is so cool. I hope he comes over here. Eating a little grass there. Come here, dude. Say hi.
Good job.
Is he gonna come over? It looks like he's heading our direction.
He's looking for breakfast.
Picking up a little breakfast there.
Take a flower.
Come on over.
It's gonna bring you some flowers.
I'm like, how long is it? Still there. Still there.
That is so cute.
The gorilla. Do you think he's eating insects? He's eating bugs. And some shrubbery. Good job.
See if he comes closer. Oh, look.
Look, he's sitting down.
Now he's just sitting there, posing for the camera. Let's get a little closer to him.
Good job.
If you don't enjoy weeding, hire this guy. He will weed your whole lawn. Oh yeah, here he is. He's on the move. He's coming closer. Look at that. Is he gonna come right up to the window?
One thing is, I hope he doesn't bang on the
Hi
window.
there. Look at that big guy.
Oh, it's a real one.
Oh, he's saying hi. Oh no, he's not. He's getting some. Wow.
You look at the nose. Oh, here.
Oh,
He's gonna climb up.
gorilla. And it's gorilla.
Easy as pie. I would have fallen down and cracked my skull. He does it without any problems at all.
I see it.
And here's what we're looking for. Mythical creatures. This is kind of what we're in store for. And look at this guy. A European dragon. He looks pretty fierce. Look at that. He can sense me with that long tongue sensor there. What a cool guy. He's shaking his head no, which means get out of here or I'm gonna eat you alive. No, you wouldn't hurt me, would you? Oh yeah, I think you would. Okay, bye. And here we are at the entrance to Mythical Creatures. And let's see what we're in for. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. A giant. I'm not sure who that is. I don't see a sign that tells me. But look at that, he's got huge horns coming out of his head. And look at this giant bat that he has. He could probably play baseball pretty well and hit it out of the park. I guess after further inspection, that is a troll because he looks a lot like these smaller versions of trolls, but still, these seem to be the biggest trolls I've ever seen. I thought they were smaller guys and lived under bridges, but apparently they can get pretty darn big. Hey there, fella. Wow. And here we have a Quetzalcoatl. I don't know that off the top of my head. There's a sign right down here that says it. He's a Mesoamerican theology god, considered to be the god of wind. He also brought knowledge and culture and learning to humanity. That's a pretty good characteristic for a god with such sharp teeth. Look at that. He looks kind of angry. Oh my goodness, look at this. Every mailman is in fear of the Cerberus, the three-headed dog. I think I saw one of those in Harry Potter, but I'm not sure. Pretty scary though. This guy, look at this guy. I like your hair. I think he stole that wig from Donald Trump, or vice versa. Nice. This is an ancient Egyptian god, often referred to as devourer of the dead. Oh my goodness. He's hungry too. It's a good thing I'm not dead. And this is a Ninki Nanka. with a unicorn horn, it looks like. Half crocodile and half giraffe. Something about that doesn't scare me so much. It's like, do you want to eat me? Or sell me some toys at Toys R Us? Either way, I'm out. I'm no longer a Toys R Us kid. Oh, here's another European dragon, like the one we encountered outside the doors here. He seems to be foraging for some food or something, looking around down there. And then we have a Curran. Another nice hair. I like that. You don't like your hair? You're saying no? I like the horns too. Very long. This is a Curran. It's an East Asian mythical creature. I like this warning. Petting dragons may result in incineration. I don't think they want you touching the dragons. Oh my gosh. This is a rock. R-O-C. It's a mythical creature from Eastern and South Asian folklore. And he's calling me. Hello. Look at this. A rainbow serpent. Oh my gosh, look at that. Very colorful indeed. And very long. I wouldn't want to encounter this guy when I'm cutting the grass. That won't happen. I don't cut grass. Hi there, buddy. Oh, finally we have a cute one. It's called a Glowacus. I don't know how they come up with these names, but I think I'm starting to see why I could only name like 5 of them off the top of my head. I've never heard of most of these. Look at that guy. He does look cute and friendly. Stay on the pathway. That's the same saying that they have in most cults. And here is a Sphinx. Wow, I've never seen one animated before. I've seen the pyramid in Egypt. I mean, in videos and pictures. I didn't know that that was like a real animal though, a real creature. I just thought that's what they built, a Sphinx. But apparently, it is a real mythological creature with a human head and the body of a lion. Very fierce. Some of these are so unpronounceable, I'm not even gonna try. It's A-K-H-E-K-H. Akhek. Akheket. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce you. Although I just did. And here we have a Dover demon. That's one I can pronounce. That's right. He's from Massachusetts. Have you seen one of these in Massachusetts? Leave a comment below if you have. Hello? Are you a Red Sox fan? Yes? Can't really tell. If I tilt my camera this way, kind of saying yes. I guess he's a bandwagon fan. And what you've all been waiting for. Chinese dragons. And not just any Chinese dragons. A whole band of Chinese dragons. They look like they're plucked right out of the 80s, kind of. Playing the bass guitar, and on the drums, the keyboards, and of course, the lead growler. You guys are great. This is the best thing I've seen all day. As I like to say, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I would see a whole band of Chinese dragons. And here we have a griffin. No, not a Stewie Griffin, a griffin. It has the head and wings of an eagle and the body of a lion. And you can hear the squeaking. Hello? Mythical creatures love to have bodies of lions, it seems like. And we have a cyclops over here. with the red eye in the middle. Look at how big he is too. I've heard scarier roars than that before, but I still wouldn't want to mess with this guy. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley, that's for sure. And this is the moon rabbit. Legend has it that the moon rabbit is visible on a full moon. You be quiet, I'm trying to read a story here. You can kind of see what it's depicting on a full moon. If you have some imagination, you can kind of see that. And he's got a mortar and pestle, and he's pounding the ingredients for immortality. That seems like a very rabbity thing to do. Oh, look at this! Unicorns! I had a feeling we would see you guys here, but I didn't think I would see a little baby unicorn. Hi there! Good to see you! Wow, I like that. Very precious. I've never seen one of you in the wild just yet, but I have my fingers crossed. Maybe I will someday. And look at the size of this unicorn right here. Larger than life almost. Full grown. This one has seen some miles traveled, that's for sure. And don't try to tame it. Unicorns cannot be tamed. Look at this dragon over here. It's like looking back at me, like it's flirting with me. It's saying, oh, you're over there. Hi, come over here. Come over here. And then I'll go over there and it'll eat me. Well, we've seen the Chinese dragons. This is a Thai dragon. Very big, very long. Look at the girth of that body there. 3 coils, but not quite as musical as the Chinese dragons, but quite a vicious roar indeed. And here is a phoenix. A couple of phoenixes. Is that the plural of phoenix? Phoenixes? Phoenixi? I don't know. I'm going to say phoenixes. Very mythical creatures. If you've seen Harry Potter, you're probably familiar with them. Also in the 50s, they were used quite commonly for lighting people's cigarettes. Speaking of mixed mythical creatures, here's one that has a body of a serpent and then is also a dragon on top. I love that. It's called a puchin. Pretty big dude right there. And of course a Yeti. He looks straight out of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Or Warner Brothers too. I think he's saying, I want to love him and hug him and squeeze him and call him George. If you get that reference, you're old like me. And here we have an alicorn. An alicorn combines the features of a unicorn and a pegasus. Somebody saw a unicorn and said, well, that's neat, but what if it had wings? Well, this is it. Very nicely done. Don't poop on my car. Have you seen this creature? It is a kitsune. Well, look closely. You may not have seen one that looks like this, but these have the ability to transform into human form. So you may have seen one and not even known it. True fact. Well, mythical true fact, so kind of a lie. And here is a pegasus, a horse with wings. I like you, but they should have put you before your much prettier friend with the horn on his head, the alicorn. I'm sorry you're not an alicorn, but heck, you can still fly. And also, don't poop on my car. Here is another European dragon. Look at the wings on this guy. Unbelievable. And the spiked tail. Wow. One swipe from that and it would be all over but the crying. And this is a kappa. Look at this guy. He's a Japanese mythical creature that has some features of a human, like the hands, looks like intelligence kind of, and everything else, all turtle. Aren't I turtly enough for you? And here at the Como Zoo, they have released the Kraken! I don't know why I say it like that, but it sounds so much better. And look at the squid arms going all over the place. Those little suction things. Release the Kraken! And of course, mermaids. You knew we'd have to run into them. Look at that. Each one more beautiful than the next. With the flowers in her hair. And such beautiful hairstyles. So well kept. You should be in a Clairol commercial. You too. And here are some creatures from Japanese folklore. Very whimsical creatures that are playful and fun. And what are they? Tattered old umbrellas. With a little bit of an eerie touch to them as well. I think I like this guy. This is a Taniwa, a mythical creature. Look, you can see him breathing. Well, you could for a second. Oh, look at his mouth is opening. This is a New Zealand creature that can turn into a giant dragon. So if you think, oh, I could mess with this little guy, don't, because he'll turn into a giant one that'll eat you alive. And this is a Baku, a Japanese mythical creature. And this is probably my favorite one of the day, because what does he do? He doesn't eat you or scare you, but he devours your bad dreams. So if you suffer from nightmares, this guy will take care of them. Thank you for your service, Baku. We appreciate you. And here we have a Thunderbird. It is considered a protector and a force of nature. Also, it's a hotel across from the Mall of America. Oh my goodness, there she is, Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. They've been searching for years, but they've never searched here at the Como Zoo. And here we have a creature whose name I cannot pronounce, but it has wings, and it has those scary things coming out of its face, kind of like the alien monster. It's not a mythical creature, but it's depicted in horror quite a bit. Things like this. It's said to be so terrible to behold that it destroys the sanity of all those who see it. So you might want to fast forward through this part. And here is something from Greek mythology. A snake-tailed goat and lion-headed creature. Very fierce indeed. Kind of reminds me of Ace and Gary from Saturday Night Live. If you know, you know. And here are some ravens. They show up in mythology quite a bit, often symbolizing wisdom and transformation, and sometimes trickery. Are you trying to trick me? No? I don't believe you. And this is an ice dragon. Look at the tail on this one. These were reported to have roamed the shivering sea and were very large creatures, larger than other dragons of the time. Although this one isn't that big, really. Not compared to some of the other ones around here. But we've seen a ton of European dragons. This one is an Eastern dragon. Look at that. Lots of spiky little horns coming out of your head. Yes, yes indeed. Also, don't poop on my car. And this is a specter moose, a ghostly moose, largely reported to have been seen in the northeastern United States, like Maine. Wow. I wouldn't want to run into you in the woods. I would think you're just a regular moose and not a ghostly moose. Yeah, he thinks that's pretty funny. He says, I am very ghostly, sir, and dangerous. And it's only fitting that we end on another European dragon with the eyes all lit up and the wings, and another one over here. European dragons, the star of the show here at the Como Zoo. Wow, this is definitely the loudest one I've heard so far. Welcome to Tommy Travels. And here is a look at the conservatory that I was showing at the very beginning. Every season they bring in new plant life. This is of course the summer plant life, it looks like, with all new colors, all new vibe and atmosphere. I always love to end these adventures on a water feature. And this one, of course, has some beautiful water to look at with the lily pads. And of course, the statue over here with the little fountain. If you guys liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. Thank you all so much for all of the support that you've given me so far. And until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side. And another European dragon. This place is crawling with European dragons. This one I think is from France. He says, I will smoke at the Como Zoo if I want to smoke at the Como Zoo. Stupid American.